lock me down? Nope, I'm out of here. Just purify and walk away.
So they lock in the Clint, right, for ONIC Esports to round this out. How are you feeling about that turnout?
I mean, CW has one of the highest hero pools, so I'm not worried in that sense. What I'm worried about is if ONIC Esports can actually sustain through the damage that Falcon can potentially throw to them. Because we do understand that Sicilian is a huge pick. He scales unlimitedly, infinitely towards that late game, as we all know. But the issue is, with that current patch, his sustainability got like nerfed like quite a lot. So he is a huge target. He's extra vulnerable this time. Yeah. And I'm a bit worried in that sense.
Like you said, he's pretty much, his scaling potential is through the roof. He's basically the magic Aldous, right? So let's see how it plays out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 1 for the 3rd series of the day. Group A. Again, this is Falcon Esports versus ONIC Esports.
Right now, starting things off, let's immediately talk about the way that they're positioning themselves, right? They're taking a little bit more of an aggressive stance here. They're obviously going to be starting on their purple buff side, but more importantly, do they expect to defend their side of the map, or do they want to start immediately taking control?
It is a Julian jungle.
Exactly.
This is the hey, it's not stale anymore, right, Gideon?
Oh, yeah, definitely not, definitely not. The question is whether or not how effective it's going to be. They're going to get the Julian ahead in terms of levels, but if you can't convert it into kills or pressure, it's as good as gone.
Yeah, I like this because this will be one of the first times that we actually get to see if it works really well in the jungle or not. Because again, we talk about how flex that pick is. That was a talking point early on into today, actually. So hope we get to see something amazing coming out from Ken. Meanwhile, he does have to work here with Sands on that Akai, and we saw how well Akai can actually just turn the tide of games alone.
100%. This is actually going to be one of the most interesting lineups, I would say, because they're not as conventional as we're used to in match number 1 and match number 2. And I'm also wondering how the Sicilian is going to play in that mid side, understanding that they are going against the Kagura, who also has a really good type of wave clear. It all depends on how they want to rotate, because I do feel like there is a lot of potential in that gold lane as well. And man, going against CW isn't too hard if you're able to pressure him from that early game.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
He's got it.
That's what I'm saying, man.
This is all the wish list of Gideon right here, man.
Exactly.
Literally.
They listen to the cast and they're like, check, 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 check. Done my homework. We're going to get some good responses on cast. They got it. They got what they wanted.
I mean, it could work really well for them, right? So now that this first turtle is going to be up here, looks like Falcon Esports actually pretty dominant in their stature here. Who's going to be able to secure this one? Because everybody coming to join the party. And there you go. The jungle Julian securing the turtle here for Ken. But first blood is taken. And now Boots looking to get another kill here. Justin's got to be careful. But look at the back lane. The knockup is there. Ken finding a target. Not going to be able to commit just yet. Double kill, though, goes over to Boots. Now, can they find one himself? Give the man a double kill. Ken on the Julian.
I mean, you asked previously, right? Does Julian jungle work? And there you have it. That's the answer. I mean, double kill already in the first 2 minutes, being able to have so much impact in that particular team fight is just amazing to see. And honestly, from that, knowing that, understanding that point, ONIC Esports, they need to be playing a little bit more carefully, because they do have the Sicilian who doesn't do too much damage, especially in that early game, and they have to be a bit more patient, you know? Allow Falcon to take all these early objectives and try to find trades elsewhere.
Oh, look at the trade at the top lane right now. Boots going to be focused on 2 versus 1 here. Can he survive enough against this? Has quite a bit of sustain, and he goes down. Yellow Flash finding the kill.
Ooh, that was a lot closer than it should have been. A lot closer. But now ONIC, they're going to continue pressing their advantage here while trying to invade.
They're actually, going for the invade here. Sands, got to be careful. Lots of members here from Falcon Esports going to be just fine. This is what I was going to say, too. With Boots having that early double kill on this Dairoth, that could actually be bad news for Falcon Esports. So they responded well, saying, hey, guys, we got to get Boots down because we can't let him scale even further, because that matchup is already difficult for Yellow Flash.
Well, speaking of which, CW actually gets hit by literally everything. He outplays it, but takes the trade regardless. Ooh, that Numenon Blast was all or nothing, and CW said, give me that killing spree proc. And now Keyboy should be the next to fall. Oh, they don't actually go for the dive there, huh? Okay.
That's discipline, man. I mean, again, I thought they were actually going to go commit to that as well, and nice play there. Again, at the bottom lane, finding targets. Julian actually going to be the focus here now, able to survive for now.
Wow, trades after trades here for both teams, but it does seem like Falcon has a little bit of an edge. They are leading in quite an amount of gold, but it seems like ONIC Esports, they're quick to their toes as well. They will be able to take this next turtle, and now they might be trying to, just find another pick off on the board, perhaps, understanding that they just secured that turtle.
This is literally action on all sides of the map. Ken could be in trouble here. Sands finding the target, gonna heavy spin into the wall. Ken, you're in trouble here. Bad impact right to the face, finding a kill. Shutting down Ken for now, and now the focus on Naomi, gonna block those just fine. ONIC Esports finding a kill.
I think they might just find one on Silent here. They know exactly where he is.
Oh, so actually he's gonna be fine. I'm surprised, again, Circling Eagle gonna be committed there, but right now, it's pretty safe, right? It's 4-4. Silent's got Naomi there. He should be fine.
All right. So Silent, he uses his ult to make sure he clears up the wave. He doesn't want to get dove. I think that's a really good decision. But the question is, where's ONIC going to keep playing from, right? They are playing from mid. They keep attacking bottom, mid, bottom every single time, right? And now when you start moving to the top and the neutral objective is down, there's just no reason to be up there until the turtle is up.
Man, right now, I'm going to say it again. There's just so much action across the map by both of these teams. And I got to say, we were talking about play styles, right? And right now, the match is going very well for both teams. I mean, they can find moments on each side. Here comes Justin. Conceal gonna come out. Oh, Numinum Blast. Is it gonna connect? Finds one here. Can they get a kill? Look at the damage coming out from Silent as they find one on CW. Naomi, gotta be careful. There, the knock up again. Keyboy taking quite a bit. Ken finishing him off. Here comes Sands. Who's he gonna find here? Into the wall Ken goes. Can Drian help him out to get a kill here? He's gotta be careful on top of him. Sands once again. Now Ken's going to be the focus, but look at the return damage from Silent. And there you go, again, an action-packed skirmish in the bottom lane.
Really good follow-up as well as presentation and execution from the side of Falcon. I mean, the way that they were able to hit that Numinum Blast followed by the Yin Yang overturn, it just went and molded with one another really perfectly, and that's something that we want to see from the side of Falcon. It makes them a huge contender, super strong, and the way that they're able to level it out with ONIC Esports and actually have a dub on this turtle is going to be huge for them, especially because they want to be able to end it earlier as possible, understanding that the Sicilian once again does scale the longer that this game goes.
All right, now they're going to give up the turtle here. Actually, it's still going to be worked on while they push them back. There's the flicker from Justin. The knock up here, try to disengage. Turtle secured by ONIC, but look at the damage coming out. And now Yellow Flash zoning out 3 members of ONIC, but they do grab a kill here too on Boots.
All right, so now with the score being 7-5, right? Boots, again, he can't afford to die this many times. He needs to be able to kind of get that pressure and make sure that Yellow Flash can't get ahead. But with Avarice, it is a little bit hard. And if we're comparing in damages, they're not too far apart. Silent is doing a phenomenal job right now in terms of just not only holding his own, but finding the right kills when the rest of his team are sacrificing and turning a 50-50 trade, a 1-1, compared to a 0-1 in favor of ONIC Esports. And they have to keep playing those odds and keep playing those numbers to find that big fight so that Justin can make the difference.
Oh, he nearly got taken down there. Luckily, the guiding wind was available for them to be able to maneuver around that. But already 50 seconds left on the clock. And as it stands, you're right. I completely agree with you in that sense. I do feel like Silent is doing a superb job. 2-0-1, still untouched to this moment. And #1 on most players' gold. And it's kind of weird to see that CW is falling far short. And from that, we can kind of grasp the fact that Falcon has been reading a lot into the playstyle of ONIC Esports, where they like to prioritize CW. They like to use him as the main carry, and they're preventing that from happening.
Yeah, CW is definitely having a hard time, right? But I feel like this is the story of a lot of these Clint picks, right? You kind of either have a stale early game or you get picked on, and then you have to really farm up enough to come back to mid to late game where you're contributing that damage, that burst potential. And I feel like that's why they have Drian, right? Drian is here for that scaling. He's got the bad impact. He also has the Sanguine Claws, and a lot of that displacement when you're trying to set things up for Falcon Esports could be trouble for them. But right now, I think ONIC Esports has a little bit more of a potential to scale compared to Falcon Esports.
I mean, when you have Sicilian, it's obvious. It just keeps on going forever, right? He just gets stronger and stronger, and each and every time it's going to be more effective. And that's something that Falcon is aware of, but it doesn't mean that it's impossible to deal with, especially when you have someone like Julian who can close that distance and put him out of the and put him so close that he can't get into the optimal range. Wow, I was surprised that Justin didn't commit to a yin-yang overturn onto Kiba. Maybe he doesn't have enough damage. I could be wrong. It looks like we're at 26k to 26k, so I don't think he has his second item up and going just yet.
Yeah, they definitely want to be careful about committing to this first Lord because pretty much at this point it's even, right? There's not a huge gold gap between either the teams. The play styles across the map was pretty much mirrored, and you can see now these big item pickups coming up.
Yeah, so it looks like the second items are starting to come on through, but there's not much of a difference. Both sides are right at a nice edge here. Someone makes some mistakes and someone dies. Ooh, next power spike is not going to be fun.
I mean, I gotta say that Sicilian Drian has opted to itemize very greedily. I mean, going for those scaling items as well as plus with the Holy Crystal and not any of like defense items. It shows that he's very confident, but that also could be the end of the beginning as well.
There's going to be the knock-up on Sans, taking quite a bit of damage, but Yellow Flash has to back off too. Naomi now being the focus, but once again, Boots, you're in trouble. Able to survive for now. The return, though, CW able to get one. The killing spree going over here to Silent. They both lose one. Numenal Blast going to come out, Flicker, and a Flicker committed as well. Able to dodge that one just barely.
Wow. Wow, that was actually pretty sick. The reaction time to that one, he didn't know where, how, where, or at what time he was going to release that. Literally just eyeballing it.
Oh, Naomi actually in trouble there, but can they get to grab the Lord here? It's going to be secured by Silent, but meanwhile they lose some members. Was that worth it?
No, it definitely wasn't worth it. I mean, they lost too many members at a very important time. But, I mean, at the very least, they did secure Lord. It's not like they lost it and then gave Lord over to ONIC Esports. So I think that is one plus point. It keeps Falcon in the game.
It gives them a bit of time as well, maybe to buy some time for Ken as well as Naomi to, you know, come back into play as well. And unfortunately, though, for that part, they had to lose a few members and as well as a few objectives on the board, like that turret that was instantly melted down by the side of ONIC Esports. But for the moment, how do you think this is going to play? Like, what are the winning conditions for Falcon in particular, as well as ONIC in particular, to be able to win it?
Well, for Falcon, again, Silent can continue to do what he's doing, right? He's 3-0-1, has the items he needs, also sitting on that weapon mastery. We already saw the kind of damage potential coming out from him. So I think if Ken can find the CC that he can, or it could even be Naomi, right? You have Silent and Justin both pumping out damage, and that's one big thing for Falcon. But now in the mid lane, Sans looking to focus on Naomi, actually getting him out of the team fight here, so that's going to be a mega kill for Drian. They could look to capitalize on this, but a mega kill going over to Silent, that's huge for them. The return, once again, a flicker coming out from Justin. They're looking to push in this mid lane. Boots, you got to be careful. Yellow Flash taking damage again from CW. The gold laners from both teams doing quite a bit here, and now they're not even going to be able to get this mid lane. Boots, respect that damage.
Oh, he finally backs away, and that's a sigh of relief, because I'm just holding my breath. It's like, is he gonna die now? Is he gonna die later? I don't know. And then Falcon, they're just pressing their advantage, but you don't see them fully commit to it. They're just keeping them at arm's reach, so it's just bombarding each other with artillery time and time again.
I was about to mention, like, when I saw snipe damage coming through, even onto, like, members that shouldn't be sniped down that easily, it was insane. And that makes sense, right? When we take a look at the statistics here, damage dealt, it is going to be Silent there in the top ranks. And is he full item yet at this stage, or is he still waiting for a core component?
There you go. Ask and you shall know. As he's got pretty much 3 core items for you know, that Beatrix.
Like
but
double penetration.
Yeah, but you can already see CW even pumping out quite a bit himself. Now he's only got, you know, he's also got 3 core items here. And at this point, they do have to watch. Like I said, Clint can get to a point where he gets a little scary himself.
Yes, no, 3 items is already a really good mark for him, especially since he has Berserker's Fury. Oh no, but they find the initial catch.
There's nothing you can do here. This is just going to be ONIC Esports grabbing a kill on Yellow Flash. It's only a matter of time. There they go. They
Okay.
give it to CW.
All right, for a moment there, if ONIC let that one go, I don't know. I have some very big questions. Very, very big questions.
I think that's great because, again, CW was struggling in the early game. So they're like, you know what, CW, grab these kills while you can because we need you to come online with those itemizations against Silent. So now, Lord up once again. Who's going to commit to this one? Falcon Esports is down one member. They have a numbers disadvantage. Silent pumping out the damage on Boots. They're going to look to commit here. CW working on the Lord. Meanwhile, they get Boots down. They're trying to distract them here. Lord still going to be for the taking. A Noonan Blast comes out, finds 3, a stun, plus the Yin Yang overturn. That's going to be a double kill for Justin. Pandemonium here in the mid lane. Silent still alive, quite low, but wow, what a play.
I can't even begin to describe how well Falcon played that. That was huge, right? The Noonan Blast came in at the right time to be able to just deny 3 members from the side of ONIC Esports, and then Silent once again was able to take that Lord steal. Like, how does that happen? That was just so well done by Falcon, and ONIC Esports, they are underperforming at this stage, as now we're going to take a look at the instant replay here by TikTok.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye here on when exactly he made that steal. Naomi gets forward. And, oh, man. Silent, he just does it. He just does it. He whips out the shotgun, or Wesker as it's known, and completely obliterates it just in time, allowing Falcon to now lead up to this moment right here. Silent opting to go for a hostage call as well to maintain sustenance, to keep on fighting ONIC.
Yeah, and right now, Lord gonna be crashing in the turret. There you go. Heavy spin coming out. Look at the damage coming out to Sands, too. Now, Justin is taken out of the picture, so ONIC Esports able to find one. Meanwhile, turret still alive. So far, they're able to defend against the siege.
One thing that I've noticed from what ONIC Esports has brought is like they had a lot of like emphasis on using the guiding wind to be able to go in and going back out in towards team fights, right? But the issue is when they do that, they get grouped up. And that's just like the perfect position for someone like Justin to go in with the Yin Yang overturn and basically like burst everyone down.
Check out the damage dealt, right? We have Silent on top there. Drian is right, pretty much. He's close to him, right? So this is the thing, though. As the game continues on, we're at the 16-minute mark. As we go on, especially 20 minutes and above, that could possibly change in favor of Drian because he is doing a great job at staying alive, pumping out the damage where he needs to. He has the sprint, too, to be able to, you know, disengage where he needs to. So I feel like Falcon Esports needs to keep that in mind, really try to find a way to punch this one in and get this game over with.
I mean, if they're going to try and punch this game in, I think a lot... They need that Ice Queen's wand. It's just a must-have at this point. There is just so much that ONIC Esports could look to commit for, but Falcon won't be able to actually deal with the brute force of ONIC Esports, especially if Sans is able to get a really good pick by jumping in the middle, maybe looking to roll forward before whipping out the deadly spin. And I think that's where Falcon is a little hesitant on these moves, right? You don't want to send your first man out just to let Sans eat him alive before getting to your primary target.
Man, right now, too, you know, considering the fact they have 4K gold lead, but at this point, I know most of these players all have, you know, 3-4 items. There it is. There's the Ice Queen wand you were talking about, Gideon, so Yellow Flash does have that. I think that'll provide a lot of utility around their skirmishing, their team fighting, because that is the perfect pickup in before this Lord is taken. There's Sands going in with a deadly spin, finds Ken though. That's the perfect target, met by the bat impact from Drian. This is huge for ONIC Esports as they find Falcon's jungle. Look at the damage once again. ZW actually has to flicker out. He's going to be fine. Lord not going to be committed on just yet. They got to be retreat. They got to regen.
It's insane because usually when we look at the game, as soon as the retribution, the person holding that retribution, aka the jungle, goes out, you'd see like the opponent just going crazy and ham onto the next objective. But the fact is, they can't even do that. Like, even if they don't have a jungler, it's still so difficult because they need to be able to pop off these really important skills coming in from Justin, Naomi, Silent as well with that DPS. As now, it seems like ONIC Esports, they might want to go for the engage, understanding that these ultimates have been baited.
Oh my goodness, Justin, nice play there. The Yin Yang overturn, able to find Drian. They find the target, and the Lord is secured by Silent. And now ONIC Esports is falling apart in the jungle. Double kill over to Silent. Keyboy, run, because they got you. Give them a triple.
Whew. Can we please get an instant replay of that? That was too good of an engage not to get an instant replay. And they're going to force this kill angle on to Boots. He has no choice. He's going to throw everything out, but even
man.
that's not enough. GG, well played, Falcon.